Hi, I am going to show you a tutorial on curling your hair. I like to have more of a relaxed curl. I've already curled the bottom of it and I'm just going to continue going all the way up, and I like to have a lot of volume in my hair and curls, and my hair is quite short, so, and this can work for long hair as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I like to do stuff in layers. So I'm gonna just pull some more down. And I did curl my hair before, but it's kind of gotten flat. So I'm just sprucing it up a little bit. So, and I like to pull the hair up, and I'm gonna just 1, 2, 3, and I like to spray it with it's a Miracle Blow Dryer Volumizer, just a little bit, and just let that hang, and see how there's like that volume right there. And I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm just gonna go around my head, and then my hair's up, and I'm just gonna go towards my scalp, and like that. I'm going to spray it from the bottom, just a little bit like that, and keep going around. Just straight up, teasing it straight to the scalp. I'm going to spray it. Sometimes I even like to hold it up just for a second and then let it come down. Then what we're going to do after I'm done with this is I like to use 3, well, it depends on like what I'm looking for. Sometimes I use 3 different tools or curling irons. 2 curling irons, 1 straightener. And the reason I do that is because I like there to be a different texture in my hair. If I do just one kind of, this is a T3, and I'm really liking this. My only thing that I would say is that I wish that it was a 1-inch curling iron. I do have a 1-inch that I use. This is a Conair. It's good. It goes to 400 degrees. It doesn't hold as good as this guy does, so I kind of wish that I had a 1-inch of this guy, and but I do like them both. So now that we've done that, I like to, with my straightener, again pulling it up, and I'm just gonna go whoop, and I just do that with all of my hair. Did you like that? That whoop? Oh, and that's just kind of solidifying that tease that I just did. And then I'm going to go in a second and then actually put some curl on the bottom of it. And of course, this is not for the faint of heart, because you're teasing and you're putting that straightener, so you're putting heat on there, and you just have to be super careful, because anytime you put heat on it, it's going to damage your hair. And I put this guy quite hot, and this guy is Hot Shot Tools, and it's a straightener. Kind of looks like this. And now I'm going to go in with my curling iron, and I actually like to start, and to reiterate that volume, I'm gonna start at the top of that curl, go around and pump, go around and pump, and then down. And I like to pull it down. Sometimes I leave it in there too, because sometimes I like to have a difference, and I like to go back and forth, back and forth. The ones that are closest to my face though, I like it to be I like it to go away from my face. And as you see, I'm still going up, pumping that around and holding it, pumping it around and holding it, and then down. Pulling it down, pulling it down, just so that I don't have, it does kind of a Shirley Temple curl, it falls after a while. And this one I'm going to go, instead of going away from my face, I'm going to put it towards, just so I have a little bit of different texture in there. And I'm still wanting that volume, so I'm still putting the curling iron up, away, and I'm just going to unclamp down and pull it down. And I'm going to keep going around. Now I'm going to just alternate since it's the back of my head. So now I'm just going to go as if it was away from my face, making sure that my hair, when I put it in the curling iron, that it's going up towards the ceiling and, you know, kind of, it's parallel to my scalp. Going down, pulling that curl. That was hot. I'm a baby about heat though, so. And then I'm gonna continue. Now this is the middle of my hair, so still wanting that volume in there. This one would be, it's on the right side of, right side, middle, back, so just go any direction you want so that there's a little bit of different texture. Some people like to just go the same direction all the way, and you can do it that way if you want to. I don't do that because it's just not enough texture for me. Because what happens is mine just turns into one big curl. And as you see, I just keep alternating. So I'm going to speed this up. Right here where my ear is at, I am going to go away from my face. So it's like the wind is blowing and it's naturally like, oh, that, don't burn yourself. That happens a lot. I just barely touched it, so it didn't really burn me. Okay, just pulling that down. Now, if you have any questions or you like a certain kind of curl, you should let me know. Put it in the comments below. What is your favorite kind of curling iron? What different tips do you have? I'd love to hear from you. I would love to read your comments and, learn from you as well. So I love sectioning my hair because when you section your hair, it's just, so now I'm going to use this guy, but okay, sectioning your hair. So I love sectioning my hair because it just ensures that I'm going to get all of my hair. And I used to not section it, and you can go without sectioning it, but when I do section it, you can concentrate on each layer. And I have a lot of hair. I mean, it's not thick hair, but I have a lot of hair. So I'm going to actually go with this guy because, again, I like to.
I feel like this is the story of my life. So my camera just ran out, and I did this whole tutorial for nothing.
But what I wanted to just tell you is I just kind of just alternated curling irons. This guy, and then I would do another layer, and then this guy. But I just kind of did that all over my head. And I just love the curls that they both create. Oh, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. So, and then on the top of my head, I just continue to, at the very top, I'll show you kind of like what I love to do. I love there to be volume up here, so I just go in, and you can always put a little more volume. I was born in Texas. I lived there for a whole whopping 3 months, but so just putting a little bit of that cheese in there. And when you put, my hair is straight up, and I'm just right here, and then I'm doing that going all the way down to the scalp. And continue doing that. And then, once I got to this part right here, I used my straightener. And all I did was, so I put my hair this way, but what I did is I just grabbed this piece right here, and I'll just show you. I am kind of doing this like big circle, holding that down. I'm going to do one more layer of that. Again, just going over, just doing this big circle kind of thing. And see that volume that it gives me right here? I love that. And on the edges of my face, I go in with my straightener, and I just pop in some of that straightener right there. I don't know why I just did that accent. I'm not from the South. Then right here, you see how there's a little bit of curl right there, even though I straightened it. So I like that curl, but I often will do pop a little bit more, but I start in the middle, and I'm barely holding on to it. So I'm going like this, and I'm barely holding on to it, curling that just slightly, so that it just ensures that curl will stay. And my straightener, when I curl with my straightener, those curls stay in forever. Hands down, the best. Until I wash my hair again, and I will go, I'll go days without washing my hair. When I use this guy, I might get maybe a half a day with this guy, and then this guy gives me a little bit longer, but for real, this will hold your curls for days. I'm not joking. So I love this guy. Again, this is a Hot Shot Tools. I think it's kind of it's got this like yin yang sign thing on there, and I just have fallen in love with this guy. And I've had this guy for years, and I just love it. So, all right, that's it. And I'm so sorry that halfway through you don't get to see the entire thing. But that's pretty much the look right here. I would love to know what your guys' tips are. I would love to put them down in the comments below. And I know that heat is so much damaging on your hair, but I like the look of curls. I like the big hair. I know anything that you do to your hair with heat is gonna damage it, but I just love these curls. Alright, have a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!